Okay. Uche is here. Okay. So we were just talking about the weather, James.
Yeah.
And nobody can compare to the weather in Russia with Helen.
Oh,
Compared
no.
to Helen, we're all in the tropics.
Yeah, England. England's cold, but I'm guessing it's not as cold, Helen, in Russia.
Yeah.
11
so
below zero. 11 below zero. Just 11. Not much. Yeah, just 11. Because they promised minus 25 up to the end of this week. But we are happy that it's just minus 11. That's okay.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Wow. So, Mr. Mohammed, if you would like to share the agenda real quick, and then we'll get started.
Okay, Mrs. Stormy, first of all, on behalf of the 21st Century Digi-skillz, we would like to thank you all for joining us today. You know that our mission is to inspire and empower all of you, through technology integration and the professional development trainings, just only to make learning more interactive, more engaging, comprehensive, awesome, and fun. Also, we would like to empower our students of today to create the world of tomorrow. We would like to help you create environment of innovation in education using technology. That's why you know that a focused learning environment can be a challenge, whether you are teaching physically, whether you are teaching remotely, or even in a hybrid learning classroom. So we have the amazing Mr. James from Wakelet team is here with us, is here joining us to support our mission to keep educators, students, and families connected and engaged all the time. He's going to provide insights on how Wakelet can transform traditional classrooms into digital ones. We have our 21st Century digi-skillz monthly international webinars to provide you with trainings, with resources that best help you get started to bring new skills to your classrooms to unlock the power of creativity with your students. So let me start our today's international meeting by sharing my screen. But before sharing, I'd like to invite Miss Uchi, our founder, just only to welcome all of you and to say hi. Miss Uchi, feel free to unmute yourself. You are free to welcome officially our today's webinar. Miss Uchi, can you hear me?
I think she is frozen, but at least her smile is here. We're so grateful.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Perfect.
We see her
today. Yeah, this is our February Meetup. This is our agenda for our today's international webinar. As you can see, and we are going to start by a welcoming message from our youngest 21st Century digi-skillz Youth Ambassador, Mr. Elijah. Elijah, feel free to unmute yourself. The microphone is yours. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Elijah Heinischer. I'm from Texas, El Paso, and I'm very excited to be here with all of you today. Thank you for coming here. I want to become I'm looking forward to becoming a Wakelet ambassador, but I'm not old enough yet.
So, Mr. James, Elijah comes up today with an idea, a new idea for the Wakelet team, just to have a youth ambassador program.
That's a very good idea. One we can definitely, Elijah.
Perfect. So Elijah, maybe one day you will be the first youth ambassador, Wakelet ambassador ever. Just to have an approval from the Wakelet team about the youth ambassador program, and you will be the first to join this program, this amazing community. So now I'd like, you all know that we have the amazing Mr. James from Wakelet team, who is going to upskill with the new updates just only to empower us to go ahead to bring the skills needed to all of us to unlock and unleash creativity with our students everywhere. So our mission is to empower everyone everywhere. Mr. James, feel free to share with us your Wakelet updates.
Amazing. Thank you, Mohammed. Yeah, so I'll only do a quick presentation really on Wakelet. There's plenty of Wakelet ambassadors in here already who probably know more about Wakelet than me and ways to use it. So I'll go through it shortly, but I want to share a few kind of my favorite ways to use Wakelet, and especially with students as well, especially when we're talking about 21st century skills. Wakelet, it can kind of foster and enhance, we say kind of the 5 C's here at Wakelet. Curation being one that kind of is an umbrella C for everything, but critical thinking, communication, creativity, and collaboration as well. So collaboration I'll touch on probably the most, but you'll see with Wakelet how it does foster kind of critical thinking as well as creativity, as Mohammed said, and a few more skills too. So I'll go ahead and just share my screen. Please let me know if you can see it.
Can you share? You can share your screen. I stopped sharing.
Yes.
You can share yours. Yes.
Yep. Can you see it?
Yes. Perfect, Mr. James. We can see it.
Perfect. So here's just a few quick slides if you don't know anything about Wakelet. So Wakelet is a free-to-use platform that anyone can use. Students, teachers, tech coaches, librarians, literally anyone. And we allow you to save, organize, and present content into collections, which you then share with whoever you like. It's simple as that. And of course, just to highlight again, it's completely free to use. What we like to show, like, this is why Wakelet was created. So Wakelet, like we said at the start, makes sharing fun and engaging. That's the main thing Wakelet does. It changes how you share information. So on the left-hand side is probably how you share information now. You share it via links, via email, messaging service, an LMS, via text, whatever. And links look like this usually. There's a www with a website, and there's not too much context there. Very unengaging, very uninspiring for our students, our colleagues, whoever's looking at this content here. Whereas Wakelet transforms it into this interactive, engaging, living, breathing collection of content. So these are the same links on each side, but you can see that it turns the link into a nice card with descriptions, with context and instructions for our students to follow as well. So you can see that's exactly why Wakelet was set up. And then the kind of 3 things Wakelet prides ourselves in is Wakelet is completely free to use. As I said at the start, for everyone, it's completely free. That's one thing we pride ourselves on with educators. We know you spend a lot of money on your classrooms, on your students, on yourselves anyway. And we want this tool to be free for everyone forever. It's also completely unlimited. So there are no limits whatsoever to how many collections you can create, content you can add, who you can invite, who you share it to. There are no limits whatsoever. And the last one, we are safe to use as well. So especially in the States, there are a lot of laws and compliances that we've adhered to, and also in Europe as well. So we're GDPR compliant, we've got COPPA, FERPA, and a few others there. So we're completely safe for any student of any age to use Wakelet as well. And Wakelet in 3 simple steps. If you understand these 3 steps, you understand Wakelet. Step 1, you can save absolutely anything from the web to Wakelet. So no worries. It could be a tweet. I was saying you can save anything to Wakelet if you didn't hear. You can add online documents, Google Drive, OneDrive, links from the web, BBC Bytes as an example, from YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, literally anything, podcasts, blogs, you name it. If it has a link, you can save it to Wakelet. You can then organize and curate those pieces of content into collections. So that's step 2, organizing them into a collection. And this is how it looks. The collection could be on anything as well. And then you can also add your own images, your own text, and make it even more meaningful and engaging for whoever's viewing it, students, parents, teachers. And last but not least, Wakelet, as I said, does foster that collaboration aspect. So we allow you to collaborate on a collection together. So you can work on it on your own, but you can also work with other people as well. Or feel free to simply share your collection for others to view. And the best thing about these two things, if you're inviting people to collaborate or sharing your collection, the people viewing it or collaborating do not need a Wakelet account to do it. So we try to remove that barrier to entry as much as possible. Wakelet also, we've tried our very, very best to integrate with your favorite apps as well. So whether you're using Microsoft Teams, like we are now, whether you're using Google Classrooms, whether you're using YouTube, or you have Buncee account, or you use Flipgrid, we've tried our best to team up with as many partners and tools as possible to make sure Wakelet is a one-stop shop where you can use all these tools within inside Wakelet. And kind of the main things you get from Wakelet, you can see on the screen here. I won't go through all of them, but Wakelet does, like I say, empower all of those skills, the 5 C's for students. Also, digital citizenship and digital skills for your students within curating content and adding stuff. It's all about that student choice for once. They can kind of choose through resources, all those skills like critical thinking, choosing which links to add, which content to add, how to organize them, how to best structure their collections themselves. There's so many skills that come from curation, and I've named 4 with those 4 C's, but digital citizenship definitely is one to add on as well. Maybe it's 6 C's, I don't know. And then also kind of how Mohammed was saying before, all these skills should be fun and engaging to kind of pick up, and that's what we try with Wakelet as well. We tried it as much as possible to make it a fun, engaging environment for students to learn these skills, but also benefit teachers as well. We've got a few features here that I wanted to share real quick, which I'll probably go over. We've got collaboration, so you can work together on Wakelet with content. You can copy collections, so it's a great way of scaffolding. It's a great way of creating templates for your colleagues or for yourself. You can duplicate other collections. We have immersive reader. This is a huge one for accessibility and inclusivity. It translates up to over 60 languages as a whole bunch of accessibility features as well, like read aloud and color changes and font changes too. So I'll show you that as well. And then the last one, Wakelet embeds into other sites as well. So not only do we allow tools to be within Wakelet, we also allow Wakelet to be inside of your LMS like Canvas, Schoology, Blackboard, or inside your website, Google site, blog, you name it. And then, of course, with kind of how Wakelet is being used and the platform itself, it means you can use it in any way you like. So we've got some teachers here who I'm sure use Wakelet in these ways. We've got newsletters you can curate on Wakelet, adding content and text together. You can just collect resources, so collect content together, create lesson plans to then share out, interactive lessons, group research, that collaboration aspect. Students can use Wakelet for all of this stuff and more. Digital portfolios is a huge one for students. And again, picking up on those skills, a great way to learn those skills. When creating a portfolio, critical thinking, what do I put where? How do I make myself stand out? Creativity, again, standing out from other students, your peers. How do you make your portfolio stand out to employers and schools in the future? And so on. Collaboration aspects like classroom discussions, debating, project research, that's critical thinking again, and so on. So Wakelet can be used for students in many, many ways as well. And that's kind of what I wanted to end with my slides. I'll also show this as well. Wakelet does have a few programs, as we mentioned at the start, that anyone can join. So teachers, mainly 18 plus, can become a member in our community. So they can join the community and learn about Wakelet, kind of learn about themselves really, and learn about other people from around the world, connect with other people and learn together. Then you can kind of work your way up to become a leader and then an ambassador of the platform as well. So these two are more about helping your own community, supporting them on Wakelet, and ambassadors also then do events, workshops, training, and support the entire community as well. And then for people like Elijah, for students, students can become student ambassadors. So if you haven't already, please do check out the Student Ambassador Program. Again, it's a great way that Wakelet kind of shows off those skills, the 5 C's and digital citizenship, and you can earn badges on the way and certification as well to show how much of a star you are. So yeah, that's a great course to take if you're a student. And then real quick on Wakelet, with Wakelet, you can create a collection on anything, like I said at the start. It's really, really simple. Do I have a collection I want to show here? For example, with this, an introduction to Wakelet. Inside a collection, you can add anything you like. So in here, I've added some text with a bit of instruction. I then link to wakelet.com. I've got some more instructions, so the basics. I then link to a YouTube video inside of here that plays in line, no distractions for students. Then got another video here, but hopefully you can just see how easy this is for students to follow. So if you're sharing this with students, they can easily just scroll down and follow all this information, take it all in, no distractions, a nice safe space. Even for colleagues as well, they can access everything inside of here. So we've got links in here, PDFs, images, text mainly, and so on. So you can see everything inside of here that you can link to, and it's so easy to do so as well. You can even share this as well. So if you want to go ahead and share this with your colleagues or your students, go ahead and click share, and I can share to like via a QR code if I want to, via Teams, Google Classroom, and then that embed option I was talking about before. Click on embed, and I can now embed this on my LMS website blog just by copying that embed code and pasting it on the LMS or website. But real quick, I just want to show you very easily how you can create a collection. So to create a collection, all you need to do is go ahead and click create. And now you can create a collection on literally anything you want. It could be a lesson plan about climate change. It could be remote learning tips to work on with your colleagues. It could be recipes that you want to create for yourself. Literally anything. You can create a collection on anything. For now, as an example, I'm just going to show you how I can create a collection of resources for my class. So I go ahead and add a title. I call this Class 8 Climate Change Resources. Add a description if I want to. I'll just leave that like that for now. I can go ahead and add imagery. So another thing Wakelet believes in is visual learning. So we are big believers in visual learning. If things look better, if they're interactive and look engaging, then students will most likely continue to read it, colleagues as well, parents too. So with Wakelet, we made it easy to upload imagery. So on the cover image, you can literally type in anything, so like climate, and pull through images for the cover. That's here, and then also the background as well. So hitting the settings icon, add a background image, and then we'll go for this nice image there. So you can see within seconds, we're making this so engaging for our students. Then talking about being interactive, if you click on this plus button, you can see everything you can add to Wakelet here. And again, we've got a lot of ambassadors in here who already know all this stuff, so I'll only show it very quickly. But literally with Wakelet, you can paste any web address that you want into here. So literally anything that you can think of that's on the web, you can just copy the link and paste it into this bar here. So as an example, we have an article. All you need to do is go ahead and copy, head back to Wakelet and click paste. And then Wakelet does the rest. Wakelet's turning that boring URL that's uncontextual into this next with a title, description, and an image. And the best, you can go ahead and edit this now and the title, description to however you like. I could change full guide. Climate change. Click done. I can also add a YouTube video if I like. This is another example of what you can add. Just go ahead and just copy that link at the top, head back to Wakelet, and you guessed it, click paste. And literally anything else as well. I'll just show you two examples for now. You can also, if you click on the plus, add your own text. So inside of here, write as much as you want, an essay, a paragraph, a heading if you want to, instructions, completely up to you. I'm just going to add this into here. See how it all works. So you can see how now students can create assignments on here, storytelling pieces and so on. I can have bullet points, headings, underline, and so on. So I'll just add some text in there for now. Also, you can add your own images. Again, add a full image into here. Let's go for some penguins. Like so, add them into there. And then we also have the option to upload a PDF if you want to. You can go ahead and upload. But what I want to show, this has been changed very recently. So you click on apps, you'll see now all these apps inside of here. These are all like third-party partnerships. So this will grow and grow in the future. But for now, we have an integration with Twitter, allows you to add tweets in bulk. We have an integration with Flipgrid, allows you to record your own face and voice in a collection. I'll show you that in a second. YouTube allows you to add bulk videos at once. And then Google Drive and OneDrive allow you to add documents. So for Google Drive, I'll show you how quick and easy it is. Click on it, type in a search term, climate change, climate if you want, and then go ahead and select those slides and add them into your collection. The other one I want to show is Flipgrid. If I click on video here, I can now record with 10 minutes of video. But a few things that have been added to this actually, if I click on options, if you didn't know, you can upload your own clip. So from your desktop, upload it to 10 minutes of video. This is a new thing, click mic only. This is audio only. So if you don't want to show your face for whatever reason, you just want to add a video, an audio clip, sorry, just for your class, your colleagues, you can do. And then you can also record your own screen as well. For now though, we'll go ahead and click on record our own face. And this is brilliant for adding instructions, narrative, more context to your collection. So say whatever you like to your class, welcome them to your collection, explain what the collection is about, click pause, and then you can go ahead and add that into the collection like so. So within seconds, that will then appear. And that's pretty much everything you can add to Wakelet. Again, anything with a link, but then also these apps here. I just want to show you also a few tips. You can change the layout of your collection. So you've got 4 different layouts to choose from. We've got media view, we have compact view, we have grid view, which is 2 by 2, amazing for comparisons. And then we also have mood board as well, which is a super creative layout. So we've got that there. And then one last thing, before you go ahead and click done, you can go ahead and change your privacy of your collection. So currently collections are default private, so only you can see them, but you can change them to public, which is the opposite, everyone can see them. Or in the middle, we have unlisted, which means only people with the link can see it, no one else. So for now, I'll go with unlisted and click done. And you can see now how this collection looks. There's a whole bunch of resources in here for our students to access. Again, the student choice, they can look at anything they'd like inside of here. And another thing I wanted to highlight as well is a new feature, which is reactions. So if you share this out with your class now, parents, with your colleagues, they can actually kind of react to each bit of content or your whole collection as a whole. So I could give this whole collection 100 because I really like it. And then this guide about climate change, I really do like, so I'm going to give it a love heart there. So that's really, really informative for me. So your students now can kind of give feedback to you as the teacher and vice versa as well. As a class, they can vote, they can add reactions. So this is a really new feature, literally in the past week, that can be used for so much, especially feedback and voting and polling. It's really great for that. What I want to highlight though real quick is just this invite button here. So if you invite people, this means that you can actually go ahead and collaborate and work together on the same collection. So it's really, really simple. If you just share this, invite them using this link, code or QR code, they do not need a Wakelet account to access this. So again, we've removed that barrier for students mainly, but also anyone. If it's parents who don't want to sign up to Wakelet and add to it, if it's a colleague, they've not got much time, but you want them to add to your collection, don't worry, invite them using that link. All they need to do is enter their name. That way you know who's added what content. And then inside of here, they can go ahead and click edit collection, and now they can add to your collection if you want them to. So they can go ahead and click add, and they can add literally anything for the web, their own text, images, PDFs. They can create their own collection too. And then they also have a few apps they can choose from as well, like video and documents. So for now, I'll add an image. Let's go and add a climate change one. I'll show you how it works. And then, like you see here, it loads and you'll see below it has my name. So it'll say you for me, but for the teacher, in real time, you'll see that loads. If I go to edit collection, you'll see now that appears there with James's name. So I'll know what student, which colleague added what content. I, as the teacher, can edit and delete that content, but the person cannot touch anyone else's. It's simple as that. So that's a great way of collaborating. But what I want to do is actually set up one now to show you how easy it is to do. So if I go ahead and create a collection, this kind of is all about the kind of the social emotional learning part of using Wakelet. Great things for start and end your lessons, but you can also discuss certain topics. So I could say, ask a question, and I will ask this question to you, and I'll put it in the chat. I could say, what is your favorite 21st century skill for students, in your opinion? And you can add why as well. Sanctuary. Add an image. Let's go ahead with skills. See if anything's in here. Let's go with some. That looks cool. Little wave. And what I'll do here now is I'll add inside of here a bit of text. So maybe have a think of what you're going to add. So I can say collaboration. I'll expand on that in a second. I'll change it to mood board. And what I'll do is if I click on invite up here, I can now copy that link and I'll invite everyone in the chat actually. So if I go back to Teams inside of here, I'll drop that in there. And please do join the collection, everyone. Please join the collection. If you have a Wakelet account, you'll go straight into it. If you don't, just add your name. And inside of here, yeah, I want you to answer that question. What is your favorite 21st century skills for students? Expand on it if you wish. In this, you can add a whole video if you want to, a YouTube video that explains about critical thinking. You can add an image of an infographic, but simply add text if you want to. And as you see them come through, please feel free to react to other people's content as well. That'd be really great to see. So I can see here Stormy's adding some text and she's putting communication. So you can see it's real time this coming through. Imagine this was with your colleagues or as a group now, you could all add stuff in. But imagine this with your students, asking how their day's gone or how their week is, or asking them all to upload their assignment work at the same time, or asking them to put their favorite video they found on the weekend. Stuff like that. Or how was this week's lessons? What did you think of the, especially remote learning, what did you think of the remote learning sessions that we put on? And everyone can add their own comments, own content as well into here. But if you can see my screen, if you're not adding, you'll see that people are joining here. So Elijah's joining now. He's added a note. Preeti added a note. And I can see there's 4 people in this collection so far. So yeah, I just wanted to really show you how easy it is to do this, how easy it is to form a discussion around a certain topic with Wakelet. So I'll go ahead and click done now, because I want to go ahead and react to some of these. So I can see Stormy has got a like on here already from Preeti. I can see collaboration does from Preeti as well. I'm going to leave 100 to Elijah. And I'm going to give a love heart to Preeti here as well. So you can see here how you can react to other people's content as well, just to form kind of an understanding of what content is most valuable to people, but also to get a reaction to learn what to do in the future as well. So yeah, does anyone have any questions on that actually? No, I can see everyone adding content in. Perfect. Thank you very much for that.
I don't have any questions.
Perfect. Thank you, Elijah. Actually, I have a question for Elijah then, actually. Elijah, how easy did you find that as a student? Did you find that really easy to kind of go in and add your own items, add your own content?
It's pretty easy. All you really have to do is, well, I would share my screen, but then sorry.
Elijah, you can just explain it.
Hello from Tunisia.
Basically, all you need to do is go to Edit Collection, and then simply you can add stuff. I'm adding. For example, you wanted to give a test to someone.
Exactly. Yeah. Great idea. Perfect. I think everyone's muted there. Yeah. Yeah. Elijah was just saying then, perfect for testing. Yeah, exactly, Elijah. A great way you could use it with your students is to set some sort of test where they can go in and either upload stuff together or react on stuff. So you could give them the skills in there they can vote on, say what they think's the best one. You could have collaboration, communication, and so on. They could vote on that, or like we have done here, they can join and add content together. Helen, can we save a Wakelet collection as a PDF? Yes, Helen. Great point. And I'll share this now, actually. Should be able to see my screen. So if I go ahead and just click done on this collection, I can now go ahead and export this whole collection as a PDF. And this is perfect for when you may not have internet connectivity the whole time, or even your students as well. So go ahead and click share. And if you click on share, you'll see export as PDF. So if you export as PDF, that literally converts the whole collection into a PDF and means it's offline then. It's offline for you to access. The beauty of it is when you do have access, you can click through to any of the links as well. So if I click on this, open it up, you'll see how it looks in there. So you'll see all the comments inside of here. If it was content, you'd see it all listed down, YouTube video, images, text, and so on. Just show you one with content in or more content. For example, with what I showed before, an introduction to Wakelet. This will be a perfect one to show. Share, export as PDF, export that. It says it takes up to 6 seconds, but I've never waited longer than 20 seconds to export a collection. So exporting it, simple as, offline, and then go ahead and download that and share it by email, wherever. But you'll see just how easy this is now. It's almost like a little ebook now of content. So we've got like instructions on how to get started on Wakelet, the videos, inside of here, images, questions as well. So this is perfect for when, for text and images especially, because they can actually see it interactive. And when they do get internet connectivity again, whether they're in school or it picks up again, they can actually click through to this content. So they can click that YouTube video and it will access that YouTube video eventually there. So yeah, great question, Helen. And one thing that is very worth showing, definitely. Awesome. Does anyone have any more questions maybe in the chat? No, perfect. Mohammed, Stormy, is there anything else you'd like me to show about Wakelet?
I think, Elijah, do you have a question about the Student Ambassador Program and the age you have to be? Elijah?
Yeah. First of all, what age do we have to be?
Very good question. So with the Student Ambassador Program, there's no kind of real age, probably why you're asking the question, there's no real age to do it really. If you're doing it by yourself and you're signing up for a Wakelet account, you must be 13 or over. So that's where the limits do come in. However, if you're under 13 or you have students under 13, feel free to set up a profile for them. Feel free to create a space for them or even a collection where they can do all the activities under your kind of supervision. Even for parents as well. If you ever wanted to do it with your students under 13, parents can go ahead and create a profile or the space and they can do it inside of that. But yeah, it's a weird one because the only limitation is the Wakelet account. You must be 13 or plus to have a Wakelet account.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I have.
Thank you, Elijah.
Does anyone else have questions for James? You can ask him in the chat, or you can feel free to unmute yourself. I know Wakelet is just so easy to use that it's kind of self-explanatory. You push buttons.
Honestly, it is. I feel like that's the best way to learn about Wakelet as well, Stormy. I think you're right. Playing around with Wakelet, you discover different ways to use it all the time. Just maybe if you're starting out, have a play around. But another great thing is to join the community and joining groups like this. Like I already know there's tons of ambassadors in here, Stormy, Preeti, Mohammed, Helen, who have ideas coming out of their ears. There's so many ideas they have. So if you go to them and ask them how you can use it specifically with grade 8 math students, I'm sure the 4 or 5 here will be able to answer you. But say if they didn't, there's a whole community out there of ambassadors who can help. And I think that's one thing I look with Wakelet is you never stop learning as well. Like you can use Wakelet for absolutely anything. So it's one of those tools that kind of just keeps on going. You keep on learning and you keep on discovering ways to use it, which is perfect for a tool. You never want to kind of stay stagnant with tech. Tech is always ever evolving and you kind of learn with it as you go as well.
I do have a question, James, and I asked this question a year ago too, but
yeah.
Like my vision is I love the reactions, but
yeah.
my vision is like a Post-it note so we can comment, like, say a student drops their collection into the main collection. And I would like to put a little comment for like feedback. I like the way you did this. Have you considered this? Maybe my vision is like a Post-it note, like right there. I know I can add to, you know, text underneath, but students, especially I teach like 7 and 8 year olds, so they don't make the connection that what it said underneath goes to their collection. So I would like a Post-it note, like on, you know, somehow to pin it. I don't know.
No,
that's my vision. One day.
No, I love that vision, Stormy. And honestly, it's one that we've got on our list. I always to tell people it's on our list. Our list is quite big of features that we want to do in the future. But as a little kind of exclusive, we were looking at comments on Wakelet, but we weighed it up, comments versus reactions, which one comes first, kind of chicken or the egg scenario. And in the end, we had to go with reactions because we thought that was the first way of easy feedback and people to understand quick feedback on Wakelet. But yeah, comments on items we are looking at in the future, and even comments on a whole collection as well. So just how we've done reactions on a collection and reactions on items, comments will most likely be the same in the future as well.
Awesome.
No worries.
I can't wait. I'm most excited about that.
So am I.
I have a doubt. Yes. Hi, my name is Gargi. I'm daughter of Preeti Kantake. And I have a doubt that if we don't have Wakelet account, and if anyone shares us Wakelet, so can we see Wakelet collections or not?
Yes, if someone shares a collection with you or with anyone who doesn't have a Wakelet account, you can see all the content in there. Yeah, we don't lock it off for anyone. We keep Wakelet open enough for everyone to kind of access it. So if I share a collection with you now, you'll be able to see the content, click on the YouTube videos, click on the documents without a Wakelet account.
Thank you, Jay.
No worries.
Wait, can I ask a question about videos which we record inside the collection using Flipgrid camera? Where can we find them in Flipgrid? In Shorts?
Yes, I believe so. I can see Stormy maybe knows the answer more than I do, but yeah, I believe it's in the Shorts tab in Flipgrid.
In Shorts. And can we then save these videos, I mean upload on our computers or not from Shorts? Because I tried and I don't find the feature.
Okay.
To save the video on the computer from the Shorts, I cannot find this feature on Flipgrid.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too clued up. Maybe Stormy knows a bit more than I do.
Okay. We will discuss it a little bit later.
Oh, Stormy, you're on mute.
Mute. Okay. So Preeti, if you go to Shorts and share, one of the options is to download the video.
Also, I think it gets saved in the Flipgrid your account also.
Yes, but to download it to her computer.
Yeah, we have that.
Yes, it is possible.
Yeah, it's possible that we can download and we can find it in our Flipgrid account as well.
Yes,
you'll find it there. Yeah.
So something else, James, maybe Anne can help us with this too. In Shorts, I would like to save my Shorts to Wakelet immediately. I know I can get the code, but you know, I'm spoiled with the Wakelet button now.
Yeah, no, that's a great one actually. Because we do have that capability with, I don't know if you use Screencastify, and a few other tools where you use their extension and instantly you can just save it to Wakelet in a collection.
Right.
So
but
yeah,
I don't need Screencastify because I have Flipgrid now.
I know you have Flipgrid on screen, yeah.
But I want to go back and forth. I want them to talk.
Yeah,
One day.
I'll speak to Misbah. Misbah knows the Flipgrid team really well and their developers, so maybe that's one you can start a conversation with them about. But I understand that'd be a really, really neat feature.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
So if anyone else has a question for James, feel free to just unmute your mic or raise your hand or put it in the chat, however you would prefer to ask.
How can we meet? I mean, when this COVID is over, I hope it will someday. and I will take my students to London. That I do every other year. Once in 2 years, I take my students to London. How can we meet?
That is amazing. Yeah. Manchester is where we're based. It's about 2 hours on the train from London. So it's quite a simple journey. It's literally train, and it's about 4 stops, quite a fast one. And we would be more than capable of meeting up and showing you around the Wakelet offices, showing how Wakelet works, and maybe ideas for your students as well.
Yeah, because lots of my students, they use very actively. They use and Flipgrid and Wakelet, and even parents. Lots of parents, they have got some collections of maybe cakes. They have hobbies to bake cakes.
Yeah.
And I asked parents, my students' parents, to make a collection because it's easier to share with their clients. For example, wedding cakes, or maybe birthday cakes, or maybe jubilee cakes. Okay, make some collections and share. Just share the link. That's all. And they don't need to find which cake I will propose for my clients. That's very easy. A great way.
It is a great way, yeah. I want some now.
And also my daughter, she's fond of photography. And she makes her portfolio. And again, for different, for example, holidays, for example, for Christmas holiday, maybe for Halloween holiday, and now for St. Valentine's Day. And she takes pictures, and I ask her, make a collection, and then share with your, again, clients, and show what you can do. It's very easy. So another way to use Wakelet, maybe unusual, but it's okay with us. It's a great way.
Great way, yeah. Wakelet can be used for anything, as Helen's saying there, whether it's you have a cake business or your partner or your family do. Organizing anything from the web into a collection. It could be cakes, it could be photography portfolio, it could be social media stuff that you put out. Literally anything you can put into Wakelet and make it something more meaningful.
And this year I visited my father, who lives in Ukraine. It's another country from Russia, right? And we had lots of problems to go across the border because of COVID pandemic. And lots of people, they did not know how to do this properly, which documents they needed, and lots of such things. And I made this collection, Wakelet collection, and put everything and share with lots of people who wanted to go to Ukraine this summer. Very helpful, because you need some insurance, you need some application to be installed to your smartphones, and lots of things. You to take tests in in Kiev. Kiev is the capital of Ukraine. To cross the border and to feel free to move around Ukraine, and I shared all the links in which laboratory you can take tests, and where you can buy tickets, and which documents you need to show on there for your custom officers. It was very helpful. Yeah.
That was great. Great way of using Wakelet.
Mrs. Stormy, I think that Mr. James has another meeting in less than 5 minutes. That's why we would like to announce our coming webinars. But before announcing our coming webinars, let me thank Mr. James for making our international meetup an epic one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. James, for your time, for joining us today, sharing the steps on how to take together to create and innovate with excellence, and to shape our world for the better one. Thank you for upskilling us with the Wakelet's updates. We truly cannot thank you enough. We truly cannot do that without you. So on behalf of our 21st Century digi-skillz, we really appreciate your time. We really thank you so much for everything you do to empower, to inspire all of us. Your passion, your hard work, and your determination is truly incredible. Thank you for being a part of our unique and meaningful event. We couldn't have done this without you. So thank you so much.
No, amazing. Mohammed, thank you so much, and everyone that's here. You say that my determination inspires you. Honestly, we couldn't do this without you people. You people that kind of drive this whole community, who drive stuff like digi-skillz to students and people across the world. So honestly, it's you that inspire us here at the Wakelet team to do what we do and create the platform to help you as much as possible. So everyone that's here, that's taking time out of your day on a Saturday to learn a bit more about 21st century digi-skillz, but Wakelet in specific today. Thank you so much. Hopefully I can be on more of these meetups in the future. I'll be here to support as much as possible, because I truly think this is a very good group meeting and cause. So yeah, I'm going to jump onto a different meeting now, but thank you so much, everyone. Mohammed, thank you for hosting. Everyone, thank you for inviting me and listening to a bit about Wakelet. So have a great rest of your meeting. Have a great rest of your Saturday and weekend, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Stay safe, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Mr. James.
So much
Thank you.
for coming. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Mrs. Stormy, before we leave, would you please announce our coming events?
Yes, so our next webinar, where we'll have educators from the field, like I like to say, come to share what they're doing in their local community to empower students, will be on March 13th. And if you click on the agenda Wakelet that we have shared, and we'll share it again, you'll see where it's in green. That is a hyperlink to the sign up if you would like to speak at the next webinar. And when we say speak, we would love to hear about the amazing things you're doing across the world, and perhaps you would like people to join. We are so thankful that our mission of the 21st digi-skillz is to empower educators to go forward and branch off with, projects from your own ideas and join as a community. And so by empowering educators and upskilling educators and really showing them that their ideas can and do make a difference, we are touching lots and lots of students' lives and empowering our next generation. So please join our next webinar. And we have a Facebook page, 21st digi-skillz Facebook page, that you can join, and all of the events are listed there. You'll be notified of events and upcoming opportunities to not only learn about Wakelet, but learn about other ways to amplify student voice and come together as global educators with one mission: quality education for all. And pending any questions, that's all I have, Mr. Mohammed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Stormy, for sharing our upcoming events. So we would like to hear from you. We would like to hear your amazing tips and tricks, your best practices, your stories. So let us know about your ideas, everything that you are using with your students, whether you are teaching, face-to-face teaching, or remotely, or even in hybrid learning. So we are going, we hope to see you all in less than a month. And have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining us today from wherever you are joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And for sure, we apologize for Mrs. Uchi's absence, because she has some internet problems with her connection. So on behalf of her, we apologize for her for not being able to attend for today. But next time, inshallah, she's going to be with us.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Yes, Miss Helen.
Thank you so much.
I've got some problems too, because I cannot see myself. I just can see the icon. The camera doesn't work. I don't know what's the reason, but nevertheless, you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, and we saw you most of the time. So
okay,
yes.
That's great. Great.
So Uche is here. Uche, we were just wrapping up, and We apologize that you couldn't get in. We tried to admit you 1,000,000 times. Uche, would you like some moments, Uche, to speak?
She's frozen again, Mrs. Tommy.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Hidayah, for joining us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Uche.
Hello?
Yes.
We can hear you. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. My network is very poor. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you.
I really want to appreciate everyone that's just joining us today. You guys have really made my day. In fact, I'm smiling since today. Okay. I'm not that strong, but at least you can hear me. And I want to appreciate all you've been doing, especially those of you that have contributed in one way or the other to, at least for my medical treatment. I believe that very soon, pretty soon, I will be able to stand at my feet once again. I really appreciate your effort. Thank you, Stormy, Mohammed, James from Wakelet. I really appreciate Wakelet a lot for all the things that they've done, empowering every teacher, and especially me. I'm really appreciative. In fact, I'm really.
So I think she froze again, Mohammed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that was great that we got to hear from Uche's and see her beautiful smile. Yes.
Again, she has some internet problems. No worries.
Yes, no worries.
Oh.
Are you spotlighting
She's
me?
back again. Yeah,
okay,
okay.
she's back.
I'm so
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your maximum support. I'm so grateful. Okay, and keep up doing the good work. Okay, and continue your own little way to empower your students and educators across the globe. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you, Uche, and look forward to next month when you will be joining us for our webinar on March 13th. As Mohammed says, inshallah, you will be with us on your feet in March, my friend.
Amen. Yeah.
Wish you a speedy recovery, friend. Get well soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we are here for you in the meantime and sending positive blessings.
Okay.
We're all in this together, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you. See you.
See you all. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Gabriel.
Some people are just joining.
Yes. That's okay. This always happens. Yeah. So Gabriel, I'm going to put a link in the chat box to a poster session or a on-demand on how to use Wakelet that I just did. Wendy, if you're still here, I'm sharing our presentation. Please.